therapy helped me get through all of it in a really, really healthy way. I've been going to therapy.
Here's what has been
what we know about Trump rally shoulda, order Thomas Matthew Crooks.
revealed thus far about the man identified as the attempted assassin of Donald Trump, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks of Pennsylvania. Details have been very slow to come out. There are a few specific biographical details that we're going to cover. There's been a little
20-year-old?
Those who knew
20 years old? Makes somebody want to shoot the president of your country. Actually, no, let me not say your country. I don't know where he's from. He might be African for all we know. you never really know. But damn, 20 years old, out here shooting people. I mean, that's not new. That's not new by any means. That is not new. Well, I don't know why I said that as if that's new, but still, don't make it no better.
And very recently, like very shortly before we went live, the FBI had announced that they had gotten into his phone, but thus far no details had come out about that, and that might take a day or longer. But you're seeing photos of Thomas Crooks. We know a few things. We know that in the attack, he used a semi-automatic AR-style rifle that was purchased legally by his father. He had a membership at a nearby gun club for at least a year. He was a registered Republican. And apparently in 2021, he gave $15 to a progressive.
That is paint. I ain't ashy. That's paint.
Fundraising organization.
Was used an AR. AR style. Okay. Had membership at a nearby gun club for about a year. Was a registered Republican. Gave $15 to a progressive organization in 2021. Sheesh. I don't know what any of this tells me about the person. I really don't know. What does it mean that they were a registered Republican? What does it mean that they were in a gun club? How many people are like? So you know how many people are in gun clubs? Like especially kids of fathers that own and use guns. They're probably in a gun club by the time they're 15. I don't know how old you gotta be to shoot a gun, but yeah.
Notably, he registered as a Republican in 2022 after that donation in 2021. He has probably less of a social media presence than virtually anyone else in the modern era, and there's almost no public information about what he thought about pretty much anything. So in terms of a motive, we are very much in the territory of almost.
Bro, go back to your old classic detective skills. Bro, I swear nowadays people act like if they didn't have an Instagram, they didn't exist. Like, bro, that is not the case. I'm sure he has notebooks. I'm sure there's books in his room that incline to what he was interested in, believed in. I'm sure there's, I don't know. It's to talk to people that he knew. It's not that hard. But this is also the news, so they don't have access to stuff like that. And I'm sure that the police aren't immediately divulging information to news channels for stuff like this. This is very, very important. So they're probably keeping that information under wraps. So yeah, I guess let me not fuck, I forgot the word. But let me not because they probably are very limited.
Baseless speculation at this point. We know a little bit about him politically. We know what some people have said about his ideology, but we don't have a manifesto. We don't have comments online to go by. And so we honestly don't know. And that makes it a very bizarre thing. When we were waiting to find out who it was, I would have conversations with people, and some of them speculated that it could end up being some sort of pro-gun conservative. And I thought, sure, that's possible, but that's like 10% chance. You just assume when there's political violence, it's someone naturally on the other side. And so there are people who have presented him as a guy who was bullied. Some people push back against that characterization. Some are saying he never gave off like a school shooter vibe. But some people have said that he's a loner. He was apparently like ejected from the gun club for being dangerous and a bad shot. And so
Yo, that should have led with that. What? Yo, okay. Again, this is a news channel. They're probably very limited on what they can do, find out, say, all that. But yo, if I'm the police in his local city, not even just in his local city, this is a message to all police out there. Yo, if there's people getting banned from the local gun clubs, you should probably put them on some sort of list. Some sort of list. Keep an eye on them, bro.
I think it's easy to speculate that maybe this was an attention-grabbing thing, but that is almost entirely based on speculation at this point. And until we learn more, it's hard to know what the motive is.
Two more things that we know about him. Number one, he didn't make the tryouts for junior varsity rifle team. So, to which I think we say thank God, because if he had made the team, he'd probably be a better shot, and then Trump would be dead. And in that case, by the way, we would have massive uprising in America and chaos. And right now,
Well, we might anyway, but yeah.
Uprise for who? I mean, let me not say that. Trump has rallied a good amount of people behind him to have started riots. Yeah, let me not. Because for a second I was like, how many people are really gonna riot for Trump? And then I thought about it and I was like, yeah.
I mean, if the bullet goes an inch the other way, there might be a riot in white areas of America. I mean, it might be something we've never seen before.
Yeah.
And so thank God he didn't make the team. And he was.
Yeah.
And by the way, credit to the Trump fans who saw him and pointed him out to the authorities, because after the cop went up to the roof, although the guy points the gun at him, the cop falls off the roof and could not get him. But then the shooter rushed the shots.
100%.
And then he
I
fires.
think that's being weirdly ignored in this.
Yeah. And rushing the shots makes a huge difference. And
100%.
Yeah.
I think it makes an inch difference.
Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
I think if you were a MAGA guy that saw the shooter or tried to do something about that rally, you deserve a ton of credit and
Might
nice
have
job.
saved Trump's life.
Yeah, you literally might have saved Trump's life. So you should be super proud of that.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Our audience
I feel like
has
that last
helped
bit of
build-
information that they just brought up was so useless. Yeah, you that saw the guy and was like, he's suspicious. Good job to you. Oh, who cares, bro? Who cares? But honestly, hold on. That just made me think of something. They might have said that to subconsciously allow themselves to stereotype people continuing through life, because we all do it. White, black, purple, blue, whatever color you are, you look at somebody up and down, and you got a thought. Whether it's a good thought, bad thought, whatever it is, you think it's something. And I feel like statements like that allow us to think like that. They noticed him, and good job to them. They deserve credit.
TYT.com.
He kept wearing his mask, and that, so he cared a lot about COVID. Now, these tiny little things we learn then leads people into massive speculation. And right now, the authorities do have a social media. They say that it is not very political and that they haven't learned much from it. Okay, but is that really going to hold? We don't know, because so often there's all the speculation right after an event, and then you eventually find out 2 days, 2 weeks later, and it's usually definitive. Because if you go to shoot the president, it is super weird not to leave some sort of explanation as to why you did it.
Yeah.
Because that defeats half the point of doing it. Because usually it's mad guys, right? Madmen, right? And people who have mental health issues, etc., right? And
That kind of makes sense. If you're not like really like, because if you look back throughout history, all the people that have done crazy, stupid stuff like this, like shooting a person of recognizability that has to do with like politics or like changing the course of the world and the history of the world, people who attack people like that usually are doing it for a sort of cause that they're fighting for. That's why he said in the beginning, you would think it's somebody of the opposite party, because Well, just first assumption. But at the end of the day, you'd think that they were for something and against something else. So like not having like a memo plastered everywhere, or like a motto like repeated a bunch of times. It kind of leaves people asking the question, why? What for? You feel me?
You have to have some sort of issues to try to shoot anyone, let alone the president. But when it's the president, it's almost always for a political reason. So there's very likely to be one. We just don't know what it is right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts. That is pretty scary though. To have somebody out there that just wanted to shoot the president just cause thought it'd be fun. Just wanted to. That would be insane.
Well, and remember, there was the guy who I think it was trying to kill Reagan because he wanted Jodie Foster's attention. Like, it doesn't always have to be an explicitly political thing. They could use that.
Yes.
But I would also say, like, I think it matters who the person is, why they did it. I think that matters. I will say that from going around this space, I have heard almost no conversation about who the person was or why they did it. No one seems to care. And I would say that,
Nah, bro, the way that video turned out, the way everything played out, I wouldn't care either. One, Trump's not dead. Two, we got this photo out of it. Look, let me. We got this photo out of it. I don't even need to type in shot. Just Trump images. Where's that photo? Damn, I do gotta search it up. Fisticuffs. Yup. Look at that. Oop. Look at that. Bro, I would not care who the shooter was. I mean, like, eventually, like, probably 6 months, a year later, I'd be like, who did shoot that guy? Like, if this video didn't pop up on my timeline, I wouldn't have asked. Just being honest. But yeah, so one, Trump didn't die. So you failed, bro. You went on a mission and you failed. Mission, what's hold on, I got the perfect thing. No, fuck. Didn't mean to do that.
here's what has been revealed.
Literally, we learn there's all the speculation right after an event, and then into after COVID was done, he kept.
I would also say conversation about who the person was or why they did it. No one seems to care.
Oh yeah, I bet. What was I about to search up? Damn, I forgot. Oh well.
And I would say that,
What was I just about to search up? Oh. Now I know. Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Mission failed. We'll get 'em next time.
Nah, bro. That's exactly what happened, bro. That's exactly what happened. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. So why would anybody care? You failed, bro. You're not like a part of history that's like cemented now. You failed. You failed. And then he got a photo off doing this. You failed down bad. You failed, bro. Your ops is still alive. Watch. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't want to take too long, but fuck it. Part 10? I think it's part 10.
What if recording high quality content, editing like a pro, and streaming like a star was as simple?
Man, what I put this on?
Yeah, it's this one.
Graveyard! I just cut that boy Tito on Avenue D about 20 minutes ago. Had that boy eating metal for breakfast. I ain't lying to you. Man, what the hell do you want, Rip? God damn! Tito, By any chance, do you know where he is right now? Yeah, I know where he is. I sent him there. He was gone, fool. Tito's in the hospital, you idiot. Man, you lying. I put 17 in him. 17 all in his back, heart, and his spine. Ain't no doctor save that boy. Ain't no coming back from that. He a lost cause. You stupid motherfucker. I just left the hospital. The doctor said he'll be fine. He's going through surgery right now. All he needs is time to rest. He's still alive, dumb.
He's still alive, though, bitch.
I'll tell you how, fool. It's because you can't aim to save your goddamn life. Therefore, there's no room for you in my streets. Expelled from the streets. Get the
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Ain't nobody care, bro. You failed. You went on a mission, and bro's still alive. Nobody cares. But yeah, back to the main point. Yeah.
Thinking, well, if there's a manifesto, and let's say that hypothetically explains why he did it or whatever, well, then that changes the conversation. I don't know that it necessarily does, because I'm pretty sure the guy who attacked Paul Pelosi had a manifesto, and it did not do anything to stop the homophobic conspiracy theories coming out of that. Like, even when there's a definitive, like, this is why I'm doing it, I don't know that at that point anyone is going to care. I think I could be wrong.
Yeah, but
I hope facts matter.
Yeah, but so what I would say about that, John, is that I'm not sure that I care if it's a liberal or a conservative, because who cares? The guy's a madman either way, right?
I agree.
So like, would it make it better for us on the left if he was a conservative? Only in that I guess we wouldn't have as many absurd attacks from the right wing to fend off and to deal with, and et cetera. But what does it matter in the real world as to could we have prevented it? Is there something we could learn from it for next time? No, not really, whether he's liberal or conservative. If you want to prevent things like this next time, there is one thing that we already told you in this story already that makes a giant difference. He was a gun nut. And so when you have people who believe that guns are the answer, they usually mean it. And so, I know that nothing can move right wing on gun control. And I put out a tweet about it at some point after the shooting. And oh yeah, they're not moved at all. Even if the guy had put.
Now, the argument on guns will never, ever, ever end in America. It will not. It will never end. There's just too many people with with good points. There's just too many people on opposing sides with good ass points. Then they'll never see eye to eye, ever.
Put 12 bullets in Trump's brain, they still would be like, no, I want my, bump stock. I want my RPGs. I want my tanks. I don't care. I want guns. Guns is the answer. I forgot the question, right? And so the connective tissue of all of these shootings is that they're shootings.
100%.
And that it's because of we have no gun control in this country, and any lunatic can grab a gun and kill anyone they like.
And they're always going to choose the best, most accurate, most powerful, fast shooting, high capacity weapon that they can. We get to decide how good do we want that to be. It's not a coincidence that this guy, like most mass shooters, decided to go with an AR-15 style rifle. He tried to take down Trump with it.
What do you mean by AR-15 style? How are you gonna say a specific gun and then say style? I don't get it. I'm not a gun junkie. I'm not a gun nut. But yeah, I don't get it.
How does that not help break through? But it won't, in the same way that those people using those or like armor-piercing ammunition against cops has not changed the conversation. They're cop-killing weapons, and nobody seems to care. And it's not gonna matter in this case.
Yeah, culture is very hard to change. The right-wing culture is set now. There's nothing that anyone can do with a gun that would change their minds.
No.
I mean, massacring children already happened many times. Killing or attempted to kill their own politicians. Steve Scalise, one of the leading Republicans, shot at a softball game. Now Donald Trump shot, et cetera. Nothing is going to change their minds. And we're gonna have more and more shootings, and this is just one of them.
Yep.
Right, and of course, Trump survived, but a rally goer did die, and as John pointed out earlier in the show, heroically covering his family while he got shot.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube.
Wow. That right there Wow. Was the life of Thomas Matthew Crooks. I don't know if he's alive still. I don't know if he's in prison. I don't know. Don't care. But find God, man. Find God.